Hi everyone, this is Vicky Huang from Bay Street Group. Having a strong track record in global real estate development, Aoyuan International had successfully launched their very own M2M project at Yonge and Finch in Toronto last year. And today I'm here with Vince Satino, the Senior Vice President of Development of Aoyuan, Toronto, Canada, to discuss more project updates and what's upcoming. Hi Vince, how are you?
Good morning, Vicky. Good to see you. I hope everybody's safe.
Yeah, thank you. So first of all, given the current COVID-19 situation, could you please first share with us some construction updates at the M2M projects and how it has been impacted so far?
Sure, Vicky. As you know, we started excavation, broke ground back in September of last year. We continued on. We're very fortunate, actually, up until we got the orders from the province to pause construction, but we were in a fortunate position where we had started excavation. We had to continue on to ensure that the site was safe. Certainly, we want to mind what the Premier and what the province is telling us and be sure we're doing our part. But no sooner did we get that secure than the order was lifted to allow us to continue in terms of excavation, which happened last Friday, I believe was May 4th. So really, we haven't lost a lot of time. It was a little bit of a short pause for us. We feel very fortunate, and the crews are up and running again on site in terms of the excavation operation to get that out of the way. We're down below level P3. We have 4 levels of parking, as you know. Obviously, we're minding all of the precautions that the province has laid out for us in terms of the social distancing on site and all the other requirements. But we feel very fortunate, and construction has resumed. So we're feeling pretty good about making our timelines.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, because a lot of projects got a delay recently. The client got the notice, so they're very interested in the project they bought. Want to know the update of that. Yeah. So how about the new sales office?
Oh, sales office looks fantastic. I can't wait to have everybody in it. So we're hoping this situation out there resolves itself soon. Certainly, we all want to be safe, but the new sales office, over 5,000 square feet. You experienced yourself, Vicky, what our previous sales office was. Well, this one's bigger and bolder, a lot more about Aoyuan in it, a lot more about our wonderful community at M2M, and I really can't wait to have everybody come over and see it.
That's good. I cannot wait to seeing that in person. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so my next question is, like we all know that M2M is located at Yonge and Finch, which is a very popular location. From your perspective, why do you think the M2M is such a unique project?
Yeah, so great question. For us, you hit on one thing, the location itself, Vicky, being at Yonge and Finch, being in the 416, a project this size or a community this size, it's very rare to find a master plan community, but I think the location is one thing, certainly, 1.5 minutes walk to the subway station to the south of the TTC station, but also access to the GO bus and TTC buses as well. Yonge and Finch is a transit terminal. So that's a huge advantage, we think, and certainly a big selling feature for us. Secondly, I think the sheer size of the development of the community. We're offering 80,000 square feet of retail across all 3 phases at grade, another 100,000 square feet of office, and those uses will be occupied with all the services that new residents want and look for in a new community. We've got a park, we've got a daycare center, we've got a community center, all within walking distance. So I think just the sheer size and the offering makes it also a unique proposition. And then I think the other thing for us, and one theme that we've continued to make sure our valued customers know, is that you can get more space up here in North York, perhaps for the same price that for less than what you would otherwise pay in a downtown location, just because we are a little farther north, but still within the 416 and right on the transit station. So I think that's a huge advantage for a buyer, for an investor, for an end user, especially if they're looking for a little bit more space, maybe don't want to live in a home and deal with all the maintenance issues that home ownership brings, but can have all of that and everything around them, as I mentioned in my second point, in terms of the amenities in a good space to live in. So very exciting offering for anyone who's interested in purchasing an M2M.
Yeah, very good, very good. Because we know that this is a master plan community and it will have like 5 residential buildings together. But it's not like other master plan community. They probably only have the residential buildings. But I think M2M is very combination, very mixed. We have like residential units, and we also have the retail, have our office. It's kind of Aoyuan bought the plaza, and when they built the community, they also create a lot of job opportunities for the people in the neighborhood. It's very important. And also, as far as we know, we also have like the community park, the community center in this neighborhood, in this community is also like very rare for the construction in this neighborhood. It's very unique.
Yeah, especially in the 416, you really don't have to go anywhere. Everything's within walking distance to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's very close to the transit hub and the restaurant, the supermarket, everything. Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, very good. And for the local people, we all know that how convenient that location is. Yonge and Finch is a center of the city. But for like those overseas buyers who are not quite familiar with North York, could you please tell us more about like who are the people that live here and why they choose to live here?
Sure, Vicky. So I mean, North York, historically, a suburb of the downtown core, still in the 416. You're seeing, a lot of gentrification in North York. Typically, middle class to upper middle class, but even that's changing. It's very expensive to try to buy a home in North York these days. And what we're finding is people that have grown up in the area, that have grown up in North York, want to stay in North York. That's how much of an affinity they have for the area. It's got so much to offer. The restaurants, your Yonge Street as your core main street, offering restaurants and shops, all within walking distance of where people live. So a lot of the people that have grown up and lived in the area are wanting to come back or wanting to stay in the area. So our buyer, we're noticing middle class, upper middle class. You're seeing a lot of gentrification in and around the area. Typically, habited by single family dwellings. That's what you see a lot of in North York, and still see a lot of. So I think what we're bringing in terms of M2M really complements that and gives our buyer, a lot more opportunity for different choice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this location is very family orientated. They have good schools and public transit, but like the low-rise properties in the neighborhood is very expensive. So
Correct.
I think M2M is a good project for more young people. They can come to live in this area with like more affordable price. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. And we know that M2M is like Aoyuan's first project in Toronto. Can you please tell us some more background about Aoyuan's success story and why investors love their projects?
Sure, Vicky. So we were founded in 1996 by our chairman and 56% share owner. We are listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Building a healthy lifestyle has always been imbued in our chairman's philosophy and the way he approaches communities. So all of our communities have that element to them. All of our communities overseas, whether they're in Guangzhou, whether they're in Hong Kong, Sydney, Vancouver, and now here in Toronto, the amenities that we just talked about the proximity to office, to retail, right at your feet, parks, open spaces, for allowing people to live that healthy lifestyle. Very, very prominent in all of our communities. One of our communities in 1998, Guangzhou Olympic Garden Community was recognized by Juan Antonio Samaranch, the International Olympic Committee. Huge honor for us, given our chairman was has such an affinity for the Olympics. In 2017, Lampeng State is another one, received the Golden Nugget Award in the U.S. So it's both of these communities are receiving international acclaim, not just acclaim in China or in one area. This past September, we were ranked, Aoyuan ranked in the top 30 in terms of real estate companies in all of China. And in China, there are thousands of real estate companies, so a real honor. Back in 2018, Forbes, noted Aoyuan as one of Asia's fabulous 50. So received tons of honors, and a lot of that really speaks to the way we bring communities to our buyers. It isn't just about providing somebody with a shell and a building to live in. It's about providing everything else that comes with that, and making sure that they can live that healthy lifestyle. So shops, restaurants, parks, open spaces, aside from the building amenities themselves. I think that's a big reason why we have such a strong following and a loyal following from our purchaser base.
Amazing. Yeah, we really like the philosophy from the Aoyuan. Is they're trying to build the healthy lifestyle for the community and try to bring the people whatever they need in the community. It's really attractive.
Yeah, very important to us, Vicky.
Yeah. And let's come back to the M2M project. What are some highlights for the building and what amenities being offering here?
Sure. Yeah. So aside from 810 fantastic residences, wonderful suite designs, we mentioned the retail. We've got about 35,000 square feet of retail in our first phase at grade, and we're really trying to bring a grocer into that space. We've heard that loud and clear from our purchasers. We certainly have the office space above that in the podium area, 40,000 square feet. So love to have doctors, dentists, hairdressers, the usual services that people expect and would love to have that are living in their community. The third floor itself, let me go back. The lobby with the lounge area, a concierge, 24/7, a mail and parcel handling room, a pet wash and dry area. That's just as you come in into the building. And then our third floor, that's our wellness amenity area. That's what we like to call it. Speaking again to the building a healthy lifestyle, we have a full 2-story fitness center that opens up into the landscape courtyard, which is in the center of the podium, which we're going to landscape. It's going to just have a fantastic view for anybody who's living up in the towers that just want to look down and see a beautiful courtyard. But that 2-story fitness center is going to open up into that courtyard on the 3rd level, and the gym is fully equipped. It's going to have cardio equipment, yoga studio, which again will be able to spill out into that outdoor terrace, weight training equipment, obviously the change rooms and saunas. The 3rd floor, right adjacent to that gym as well, has a children's amenity area. So if anybody wants to go downstairs and work out and they have their little ones with them, if we're speaking to family and being family oriented, they'll be able to look at their children while they're working out, and I'm sure the kids will keep themselves busy in a wonderful children's amenity area that we're building as well. We've also got a private movie theater and a games room on that 3rd floor. So really, a lot to keep everyone busy. You don't have to go very far. And given the current context of things out there right now, probably very welcome for a lot of people. The 9th floor amenities, that's really the jewel, I think, the centerpiece of our first phase. We've got a landscape terrace, a beautiful outdoor infinity swimming pool. I think our residents are really going to enjoy that. An outdoor lounge, a barbecue, seating area, of course, the full change rooms and the lockers. And we've got 2 indoor party room facilities, complete with a lounge and kitchen. So you can have any event you want on that 9th floor for anybody who's living in the building. Everything really at your feet. We've got furnished guest suites as well for anybody who has people wanting to come over and visit. And then, one important thing, and this, I guess, a little bit of forward thinking on our part, and we're very happy about this. Our 2nd floor business center and the boardroom. We kept in mind that people may want to work from home. And this is all prior to the given context right now. So a large size photocopier, large size equipment, so people can go to the boardroom, book the boardroom, and if they want to work from home or want to work from an area very close to home from their building, they have that option as well. So we're really, really excited about that. And certainly, you know, all the other amenities, bicycle storage, you know, bicycle parking for the ultra fitness nuts, that's also available. So certainly a lot of amenities, a lot to be really excited about if people choose to make this their home, and we can't wait to see it all come together.
Sorry, I was mute myself, so I was unable to unmute. Yeah. Yeah, that's really impressive. It sounds like the amenities over there is very practical. It has like all the amenities everybody wants, especially right now for everybody just work from home, especially for young family. They have kids, and for in this building, like they have a kids playroom, they have a gym, they have a common working area. It's pretty much like suitable for all kinds of people living there. It's really amazing. Yeah, so what unit type and approximate square footage can we expect from the M2M, the new release? Oh, I think we need to unmute Wings.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Got me. Great. Okay, so for this release, Vicky, one exciting thing that nobody's seen yet, we've got some townhomes. It's our first release of townhomes along the east side of the first phase in the podium. Townhome sizes ranging from 1,060 square feet all the way up to 1,370 square feet, and they're two-story. So some very exciting designs. We did some wonderful things with the tower units, and I can't wait for everybody to see these townhomes. I think it's a real special offering and a real great location for us. There's not many of them, so I'm hoping people realize how great they are and jump on them quickly. We've also got our Sky Collection, which essentially are our lower penthouse units on the 31st and 32nd floor. They're ranging from 700 square feet all the way up to 1,200 square feet. And so they're two beds plus dens, and 3 beds plus dens. Very, very popular in past releases, as you well know, Vicky. So we're bringing a lot of those back. We still have some great podium units left as well. You know, can't wait for any first-time buyers to have a look at those as well. So we've got a real good mix in terms of this next release. Can't wait to get these out and have our loyal buyers have a look and hopefully jump in. Certainly, I know Vicky, you and your team are going to be very excited with what we're bringing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like even though we're under the COVID-19 pandemic, but we still have a lot of buyers there keep asking about like the property, the real estate information. And it's good to know that for this new release, you have a good variety of the different types of the units, from like the smaller units all the way up to like the townhouse. And for the first-time home buyers, they're looking for smaller units, or like the younger family, they need more space, affordable space, and they all have their own choices. It's good to know. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And are we going to have like the new phase release like very soon? And what are they? Do you have any important days and a timeline? And what are the special VIP incentives for us at the Platinum Brokerage?
Yeah, very, very, very soon, Vicky. We're looking at getting this next release out in early June. You will be getting all the information you need for your valued clients including any incentive information. So I'm going to leave that as a surprise for now, but you're going to be very, very happy, and your clients are going to be very, very happy. We're looking forward to Vicky doing her thing and seeing your happy clients back. But you can tee them up. We're looking at the first week of June to bring something back and make this another exciting release for us.
Very good. Cannot wait. And so, yeah, I think that's all my question I want to ask for today. And do you think there are any more points you want to add to this video?
Sure. I think for us, given the current situation, M2M is still a great proposition. I like to see us as the bookend. We saw what happened at Yonge and Eglinton over the past 20 years, and we're sort of the bookend to the other side now. I think if people didn't get a chance to buy when we first released, now really is the time to do that. We still have some great units left, a great mix of units. We talked about all the great amenities that this community is gonna bring to North York. It's a great location, so I'd like to tell your clients that if they're thinking about buying, they should really think long and hard about M2M, because this might be the last opportunity to get in early on a great development. So we're really excited about this next upcoming release.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly, because this is a master planned community, multi-phases. It's always a good idea to buy as early as possible to secure like your potential value appreciation, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. I think
Great.
this is coming to the end of today's webinar, and thanks again, Vince, for the very informative sharing. If you are interested in the M2M condo, or if you have any questions, please contact our Bay Street agents. And thank you everyone for watching, and please stay safe, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Vicky. Stay safe, everyone. Can't wait to see you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.